Hello and welcome back to Cream Puff Plays Modern Skyblock 2. What are we looking for? LV. I got one of them. How annoying. Welcome back. Today, at the moment, I am just finishing up. I've made a few more windmills. Can't really get up here though, so let's do this. And did I bring my hammer? Of course I didn't. That would be too organised. Whoa, hello. You can go away. Just trying to get some more power generation going. I will fill you in 1 second on the many things that I've been up to in the time being. We can get rid of you, and we don't need you anymore. Because I've actually done a lot of work off camera, and we've got a lot of cool things. Oh, you go away. No one likes you. Ah! I'm so glad that in this pack creepers don't actually explode like properly. Because that would be awful. Just for now, we'll turn you around so that the hole is facing this way. Chuck on my windmill. Boop. I'm still going through the process of getting the full fabric sails from this. So this will be our slow windmill for now. And up. There we go. Generating some delicious RF. Didn't even know that actually. Do I have another capacitor bank? Oh. Dicing with death there. Oh. Stupid bows. I need to do something about that. My storage system over there is filling up with bows. What was I looking for? A capacitor. Capacitor. I was pretty sure I had one left. Because I made a heap of them. Capacitor? There we go. Thought I had one. Alright, this will work perfectly. I'll set up a similar system as over here. Wee. No, so it has to go on top, doesn't it? And at the moment, that's not going to generate anything because the hole's on the wrong side. There we go. And then capacitor on top. And then that will slowly fill up. Opposite side. There we go. So now, facing side, output. Good. Good. And I have no pickaxe. I wonder if I can... I'll just grind these down. I'm sure I need gravel at some point. Don't actually need to use the grinder to get gravel. Actually, that reminds me. So this grinder is how we get the various ores and stuff that we need. But this does the same thing as this rock grinder. Let's see. If I chuck a bit of stone in this grinder, what will happen, do we think? Nothing at all. Just doesn't work. Alright, well, that's annoying. Alright, so now that we have this, I think it's the same height. That's a little bit higher, but that's okay. So now that we have this slowly filling up, very slowly filling up, I may as well put some of these on here while I'm here. And that's sped it up nicely. Good. I won't continue with that. Off camera, what have I been doing? I have smelted a ton of charcoal and stone, and also some baked potatoes, because I realised I needed some kind of thing. And these porcelain bricks, which we're going to use for today. So I've had this running for quite some time now. Every now and again, I just come and throw some stuff on it. And while I'm here, let's chuck some cobblestone. That's all I can really throw on it. Yes, today we're going to work on our Tinker's Smeltery, which is not, strictly speaking, something we have to do. It's just something I would like to get done. I also set up this. So I found out if you set up an inventory underneath your hopper bonsai pot, so for example, this storage drawer, it'll only give you the stuff that you've put in the storage drawer. So this is just collecting leaves. So this is going to be my plant essence box. It's very slow. Very slow. But. Here was my thought. I'm going to go grab some... I'm pretty sure I should have some hoppers. If not, I have stuff for days. I have absolutely just stuff for days. By stuff, I mean ores. I'll just make some. So look at this. Tin. I've got so much silver. Iron. running low-ish on gold, but that's no problem. Because I have now made, where is it? Tertius alchemical dust, which means I now get 4.5 ingot dust every time I make something. So if I take, let's see, is it that and it's zombie flesh? Hang on. Let me just get rid of all of this crap I have. Doop. Nether wart. We're supposed to go in here, but there's no spot for you. Get rid of you. Put nether wart in instead. Doop. You have a spot stone. It's in here. Freaking slag. Got too much of that. So we'll grab some of this, and we'll grab some rotten flesh. Going to be different? Nope. Eventually, that will matter. Okay, so if we just take the soul sand out, okay, this and this. So watch this work its way down. Look at how much we get. So it's essentially 5 ingots for 1 round of that alchemical dust stuff. So this has just been going crazy. Evidence of how crazy it's been going is that this hopper was full, and there was like 3 stacks of glass in there, and we've gone through all of that. Stop bouncing. Good. So this tertius stuff takes alchemical gold ingot, which is easy. It's just gold and glowstone in an alchemical fusion table. The palace crystal, which is just a zapped piece of lapis, and glowstone, which I made heaps. Sat down and made heaps of glowstone. So, you know, doing pretty well for ourselves at the moment in terms of ore generation, which is good, because that's what we need. There we go. Look at this. It just goes and goes and goes. It's fantastic. So, what are we doing? Hoppers. I'm all over the place. I promise we get to... I actually just got finished editing episode 12. I think that's what I'm up to. Episode 12 at this point. And, man, that ended up being a really long episode. That's nether brick. Thank you. Yeah, it ended up being a super long episode, which I was really surprised about. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? I had this idea, right, that I would stick a hopper running into the side of that, and then into the side of that, and then we would do... can I do anything? I'll just do it with this, whatever. I'll take this, pop. I'll take this. Thank you. And we'll take you. You're not even doing anything. Useless. Take that, and we'll put that there. And then if we take oak saplings, and we place them in there, my hope is that that should triple, but I feel like these hoppers are just going to get filled up with everything, like sticks and stuff, and I don't really want that. I wonder if there's any way I can stop that from happening. Let's just see when one of these runs out. Yeah, that last episode, 47 minutes, which I was really surprised about. But I figure these episodes, I'm trying to just do stuff in each one of them. Yeah. Okay, let's just leave it and see what happens. You go back in there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get something completed in each one of them, so I don't really mind how long they take. But if you guys are like, it's too long, man, then, you know, obviously I'll change it. But today, what do we need? Have I got this stuff around here? Today we're going to build a melter, which I need to get into Tinker's Construct, which is one of my favourite ever mods. So I need these porcelain bricks. Now let's... yes. Pick that up, please. Thank you. And you can go in there, you can go in there, you can too, I don't even care anymore. You can go in there. Good. And quest book. So let's have a look. Boop. Tinkering. So, we're trying to make this basic melter. So we've made basic casting, so a porcelain casting table and a basin. Next step is basic melting. So we need a porcelain melter and a porcelain tank. So that is why we've made all these porcelain bricks. So if I just look up porcelain melter. It's all of that around a porcelain tank, and a tank is green quartz glass, and quartz glass is, it's crushed quartz, hey? or Certus quartz dust around glass. And to get the Certus quartz dust, we have to put it in an actually additions crusher, or just one of these crushers. Okay, easy done. That's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be enough for... How much quartz? We only need one bit of quartz glass, but I'll tell you what, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. Oh, that was the other thing I did. That's the reason I've got so much silver. I needed silver because I wanted electrum, because I was going to start making electrum condensers and things. So I've built the crusher, and I get tons of sugar from rice. So I've just been crushing rice to get sugar, which is all I need. Let's just see which one's quicker. Let's put 10 of you in there. I know this isn't a very fair test, but out of there. Don't want to crush yourself. Okay, how long? So that's about 3 or 4 seconds per one. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably same speed. Maybe slightly quicker, this thing. Hell of a lot rowdier, though. One more. Thanks. And should come over to you, and you're still going. Yeah, it's heaps quicker. Let's just use the crusher from now on. This thing is pure sugar. Purely sugar-based. And one more. We can build a double crusher now that we have... If we make 2 of these, we can quite easily build a double crusher, which will speed it up. There's another thing, actually, I wanted to do here as well. While I remember it, is I want to make some blaze blocks. Yeah, probably 2 stacks should be fine. Make some blaze blocks, which I keep forgetting are 4x4s, so actually that would be fine. Bloop. And the rest of them, there we go. Because I need a steady supply of lava. I'm trying to remember why I need a steady supply of lava. Oh yes, of course, because this is going to power our smeltery. So while we're doing this, we go. I make lots of noise that's really annoying to listen to. And then I move back, and then hopefully you can see this tanks. So those blocks are melting underneath this. I found out as well that netherrack on fire is a better source of heat. Like, it's quicker than lava, which I never would have thought. So, but this is going to be fast enough. That's 8 buckets worth in this tank. So if we get 8 buckets worth of lava, that would be plenty, because the smeltery only needs 4 buckets at a time. So we have our quartz glass now. So a basic melter requires a porcelain thingy, which requires quartz glass, which requires glass. Well, excuse me. No. That way. Yep. Frickin', for Christ's sake. Alright, let's go smelt all of this while our super smelter's still going. Oh, that was a high one. Are you wasting some? I worked hard for that. I've got heaps left, so I'm not too bothered. I've got lots and lots of... That's almost full. It's doing well. There we go. I wanted to try at some point as well. I am going to need more water in this eventually. I did want it to try, which is certainly the way that you should speak. I wanted to try if I could bring that up higher, because I hate having to go all the way down there, fill it up full of thing, all the way back. So I'm curious to see whether or not I could make that a little bit better. And bring it up here somewhere. Either that, or we'll eventually make elevators. Pretty sure we've got elevators in this pack. Elevator? Yes, we do. Which is easy. Wool around an ender pearl. No worries with that whatsoever. So eventually we'll just make an elevator that goes down, and that can be kind of... We'll just set up that bottom area as our embers area, which kind of makes sense. We can build a cave around it. I had a thought about what I wanted design-wise for this area. And yes, so 16 blaze blocks equals 8 buckets of lava. Perfect. Yeah, I thought about what I wanted for design for this area. And you know what? I was sitting here trying to build organic, and I thought I always build organically. Like, I've got these, like this kind of curves around this, and then this, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. I think for the first time, I'm going to build in straight lines. I'm going to go, like, road-style things. So it's just going to be straight lines and 90-degree angles and stuff. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll take this porcelain melter, porcelain glass. I make 4 of them for each one, so that's pretty good. That should be enough. Porcelain tank. We need 2 of those, actually. And then melter. Just need 1 of you. And that should be the task. No, porcelain tank. What did I make? Porcelain window. Air. Porcelain gauge. Porcelain tank. Thank you too. Da-da-da. Claim you. And then the next step is to make grout, which we need coke dust for. But thankfully, I've already built a crusher. So all we need to do is come down and bring out coal coke. I upgraded this as well. So we had these stone drums because I was just ploughing through the freaking... so much creosote oil being made. And these are really cheap. They're just made out of stone and... just basically stone. And they hold about like 10 buckets, I think. So they're working a treat. Now we have coal coke. Actually, that reminds me. I'll go and explode a stack of charcoal into coal, because I need to keep making this, because I will need a lot of steel soon. You know what? I'll do 2 stacks. I've got heaps here. And this will just run on its own. It's all good. Boop and boop. That's 5 at a time. Beautiful. So... This smelting thing, I will build it down here for no other reason other than I'm going to. I've never used this melter before. I believe it is just... That's nice and loud, isn't it? I might just bring some cobblestone with me. I would like to get a better version of cobble generation, because this keeps happening. So my cobble gen is finished. Still going? You're making a meal out of that, aren't you? Ultimately, I would like to get to some better power generation, but this will just have to do for now. So I'm pretty sure... Wait a minute. Yep. Pretty sure this goes here. Melter on top. We'll just put the tank on top. Oh, that was a bad idea. Need a pickaxe. Ugh. No one is worse off than I am. I don't want the bane of cobble because that's useless. I want a copper pick. So this melter, porcelain heater, can heat the melter using solid fuel, so it has a more limited temperature. Smaller version of a smeltery can melt metals but cannot make alloys. Heart of the melter retains liquid when broken. Heart of the melter, heart of the melter. Okay, so do I make this like a... What am I missing then? Maybe I need porcelain bricks. Tell you what, let's go get my Tinker's Construct book. If I even have one. Do I have a Tinker's Construct book? I don't. I wonder how I make it. I don't have any Akashic tomes left. Let's just have a look. At Tink. I said at Tink. I can't see my keyboard because my microphone's in the way. Wow, that's a lot of stuff in this version of Tinker's. It's changed a bit since I last played it. Tinker.io, that's obviously an add-on. Materials are new, that's what I want. A blank pattern. Easy done. Take you, bup. Take you, bup. Take you, bup. And I had heaps of sticks on me because I'm a moron. Okay, so make them. And then all I need to do is that and a book. Bam. Good. Bah. Do you talk about the melting? You don't. You only talk about the smeltery. I feel like we will make this the same as a smeltery. So what I'll do is, how can we make 4? I think we need 5. Which is going to be mighty annoying. Where do they even go? I went over here. Betcha. Yep. They always go over there. Okay, so the standard way of a smeltery, right, is you'd have a block. Actually, no, this should work. So if I put you there, porcelain window, right, the melter in the middle, and we can put the tank there. And then we can put that there. And then if we break this, this should work. Presumably this will have something on the front to tell us that it's worked. Okay, that's not worked. I guess we need a drain. I guess this is actually ceramics. No, Tinker's complement. Okay. Can you get a drain? Porcelain gauge? Porcelain window? Porcelain heater? My God, I've got no idea. I'm just admitting it. I have no idea. Alright, so I'll be back in 1 second. I'm going to actually check out how to make this thing. Okay, I just watched a lovely German man named Blizzor explain to me that, well, I mean, he didn't explain to me because I don't know how to speak German, but he showed me that you put the heat source underneath, so in this case the porcelain tank, which you can fill with the lava, and then the porcelain melter on top. And it has, we know that it's working because this little bit turns to flame. So we can't do anything in it at the moment because there's no fuel yet. So, but what we can do is take our, no, I don't want to put that in, yeah, dingle. Put that on the side there, and then we can put this casting table on the side. So what this is going to do is act as a little mini smeltery. I feel like, I just want to double check something so I can break you. So porcelain window? It says retains thing. Like, if I do this, is this, like, does this give us a bigger smelter? It does. Capacity is still that many ingots, so that's pointless. So I won't bother about you. It can hold 16 ingots at the start, which is actually quite a bit, really. So that's two buckets. So we put stuff in there, it smelts down there, so we need lava down there, which is why we're getting this lava up here. And the good thing is, hopefully, we should be able to use our fluid pipes from Ember. But we do need a fluid pump, which I don't think we have. Porcelain faucet, that's what I wanted as well. I need one of those. I thought we had a porcelain... Not a porcelain. I thought we had a fluidy thing. I'll take some caminite levers. I'll need them anyway. No, doesn't work. But anyway, that's good. That actually reminds me. I upgraded that to steel, which I think I showed you. But I also finally upgraded this one to steel. I haven't used it yet. It's supposed to be quite productive. I'm still keeping this one as is because it's passive power generation. And steel requires coal and stuff like that. Whereas this isn't very efficient, but it does work. Right, so if I think I'm just going to go down and steal this one from here. Boop, boop, boop. Actually, I could just steal that for now, couldn't I? The pipes and extractors are full of lava, so I don't know if I want to do that. These are full of water. You know what? I'm going to just steal this for now. Thank you. And I'll come and steal this bucket. Or this fluid tank. Which it won't let me because I don't have the room. So I will throw away that bone. Alright, let's see if I can get this to work then. In my mind, this should work a treat. Lots of things work a treat in my mind, though. They don't always work in real life. So the first thing I'll try and do is just put this lava bucket right behind this. And hopefully... No. Okay. So I didn't think that would work, because I'm pretty sure I have to pump it out the top. But if I put you there... Ooh, almost fell off the edge. And then I take... that. Fluid extractor. Pop you into there. Fluid pipe into you. Usual lever into your... Boop, and bam. Yes. So now we are fully done. Now... The next step of this, so the reason we built this is because in order to make all the stuff for the Smeltery controller, so we'll just look up Smeltery. In order to make the stuff for the Smeltery controller, we need a melter, but you need a non-porcelain melter, which means you need to pour seared stone onto the porcelain melter. So we need to make another one of those. So I'm going to have to make more frickin' porcelain, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can do it. Seared stone is just smelt stone or cobblestone. Okay. So seems like whether you use stone or cobblestone doesn't really matter. So I'm not going to use my stone. I'll just go and get some cobblestone. The annoying thing about this melter is that it can only hold 3 things at once. But I'm hoping we can hopper stuff into it. I know hoppers are like, okay, well it's kind of working. I know hoppers are desperately vanilla, but what don't we need here? I'll just throw you away, whatever. Hoppers are really vanilla, but my hope is that I can just hopper lots of cobblestone into it. Let's go get rid of some of this crap that I have. I'm not spending too much time on this porcelain bricks turned out to be rubbish anyway. Wood, yep. And coal coke. That's right, I need to get that smashing down. So you guys, bloop, I'll take you. Go crush this coal coke because I need coke dust. I've totally forgotten what I need coke dust for, but I know I need it, so there we go. As long as it's available to me, that's all that matters. Coal coke, where are you? All of you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on the porcelain melter because it's just not that necessary, because we just mainly need the porcelain melter in order to get to the full smeltery, which we will get very, very soon by the feel of it. So my hope is, can I just, you know, I'm not going to need the casting table. So I'm hoping I can just pipe you into there. That works. Item can't be molten. Okay. Why? Why not? What's your reasoning for that then? You said. You told me you could. Okay. Let's just try some stone then. Just a little bit of stone. Just a smidgy pidge of stone. And see if that'll work. Because I don't understand why the other one wouldn't work. Knowing this pack, it probably specifically wants stone. So let's just try stone. Item can't be molten. Why? To make grout needed for a smeltery, you're going to need to construct a multi-block crusher and use it to crush coal coke. And then to make grout. So I'm just really confused now. Seared creeper face. Sure. Sure. Makes sense. Seared controller, right? You need seared bricks. Then you make seared bricks. You need grout. Grout's coke dust, gravel, sand, and clay. Fine. I'm fine with that so far. Where'd the controller go? Controller? Smeltery controller. Melter. Smart output. Needs seared stone, which we can make by smelting. Okay, so what's the thing? Is it okay? That's what I'm gonna have to do, I reckon. I think it's only going to allow me to do grout and not stone. Okay, because you know the way this pack is designed, I feel like it doesn't want to make anything easy, which is fine. That's what I like about it. Hey, speaking of this pack, while we wait for this coke dust to smelt down, and we can make this seared stone and stuff, I believe the maker of this mod pack, so Emosewa, I've never known how to say it. He's doing, I think he said, one more update, and then he's not going to update the pack anymore. I think he's a bit sick of it, to be honest. He recently made a post that kind of made it sound like he was kind of done. A little bit done with the pack, a little bit done with just the pack didn't really go where he wanted it to. So he was like, as soon as you get past that kind of empowering stage, it just becomes another, what he calls a kitchen sink pack. Which is just like, which I'm assuming he means it's just like another Skyblock with all of the mods. Where he really wanted a Skyblock that required you to work smart, which definitely this one does. Smelt that down. Get that down, and we'll make some grout. So, for grout. We need... I don't know how much grout we'll need. I'll make a stack and see how we go. So this, we'll be able to make 2 stacks. So I'll get stack of gravel, stack of sand, stack of coke dust, and I've got a stack of clay. So how much coke dust do I have at the moment? 27. So we'll have to make sure we get enough coke dust. I'll tell you what, I will come back when we've got enough coke dust, and we'll go from there. And for now, sugar. Oh, that's crushed quartz. Sugar can go in here. Crushed quartz. I have no idea. Actually, no, we've already got a spot for sugar. Stop trying to steal the limelight, sugar. Crushed quartz can go in there. So we've got that and that. Okay. So I'll be back when we've made this grout. This is another thing I need to be doing as well, is that we are making netherrack. So it takes 8 cobblestone to 3 blaze powder. So separate all your cobblestone into 16s, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this thing only works if you've got the exact ratio in. So now you can just go blup, 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 blup. And we'll just sit here and make some coal, make some netherrack. Just like that. And then we do the same thing again. So we need heaps of this stuff, because we do need lots and lots of quartz to make our empowerer. So I figured while I'm waiting for everything else to kind of do its thing, just sit here and make some of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all I can make. Beautiful. And then what we do from here is you go and compress this stuff. Which is always fun. And then we destroy it using our compressed grinder. So I found the best way to do this one. Just put it in a 3x3, because the compressed grinder can do a 3x3 if you are vein mining. And then stand in the middle block. Bam. Voila. So now we have 17 more quartz, which we can come and wash in here. Or at least we could, if we had a bucket. But of course I don't know where I've put my bucket, because I constantly lose it. Probably because I just chuck crap in a... I just chuck crap in a... whatever place I find it in. That's a really bad sentence. I just chuck my bucket wherever there happens to be a spot for it. And there we go. So now we can wash all of this stuff. So pretty much at the point that we can make the grout that we need. So I'll just fix up all of this. I'll just clean up all of this quartz, because we're going to need many quartz blocks to make the empowerer. And I'll tell you, this, you know, these silence gems, I'm going to go out and say it, that they're actually just really annoying, because there's so much stuff. There's so many of these gems. What am I doing? Put that there, put you there. Just fills up your inventory, and I don't even know what I'm going to need them for. I'm sure at some point they will have a purpose, but at this point I struggle to see what that purpose is. Alright, so what do we get? Ooh, quite a few more. And then try and put them in there, and most of them won't go, so we put them in here, and most of them won't go, because there's so freaking many of them. Put the crushed netherrack back. Can you go in there? Some of you can. Alright. Let us make some grout. So I think it was like that, and then gravel and clay. So that will give us... Come on, catch up. 54, which is a good start. And we complete a quest. So let's have a look at our quest book. Boop. Complete. So now the next step is to build the smeltery. In order to make certain alloy, you're going to need to build a smeltery. You can use the seared stone of pain for melting grout, for casting seared bricks, and for turning all the porcelain parts into seared versions, which is what we want to do. So now, I should be able to do this, and now we start smelting it up. And if we grab our seared faucet, is that what it's called? It's very small, so let's just try and see if we can find it. Aha! Porcelain faucet. Porcy faucet. That's what we need. We should be able to tuck that the side of the melter. And that will... Blup, blup, blup. Beautiful. So, while we melt up that, the other thing I wanted to do was... I found some porcelain... We had 10 porcelain bricks left in here. I wanted to see whether or not that was enough to make... We want a melter, which is going to take this, which is going to take quartz glass. It's going to take crushed quartz. Where do we put it? There? Hopefully. Hang on. Before I get into that, I've got quartz glass. Don't fall into that frickin' thing again. So porcelain melter, take a tank, a porcelain tank, and I don't have enough. So that's why I got this, because now we can do this, which is clay, I believe, and then that down the bottom. And let's just make a whole heap. Yep, let's go put it in the super smelter over here, and that will get us what we need. Oh my god, it's run out. Run out of ember. Is it even still firing anymore? That's so annoying. Yes, I see you, creeper. I thought I torched all of that area. Alright, so let's get some more. We've got heaps of ember in here somewhere. Yep. So let's grab a couple more ember crystals. I kind of knew that was going to happen. As soon as I punched him, I'm like, yeah, I'm screwed. Cute. Oh, I've taken away the chest from there. Ooh, I'm a ghostly shape. Oh, why did I take away the chest? Have you got enough room for me to steal the chest? Yes, yes you do. Put you there, boop, and then put you in there. Now I've got to wait for this freaking thing to warm up again. I'll tell you what, I'll put half of them in the regular furnace and half of them in there. Where are we? Clay, 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 boop, boop. You know what, it's possibly faster just to do it this way for now, because that's going to take ages to warm up again. Alright, well, we'll wait until they're done. Alright, we've got a little bit, so while the rest is smelting, let's finish this up. We need a melter. Okay, so let's have a look. We need a porcelain melter, we need a seared tank, which means we need to make a porcelain tank, which we can do. What else do we need? Seared brick smeltery drain. A creeper face, it's so weird. Smeltery drain. Okay, so that's just bricks. That's fine, we can do that. Faucet, controller, tanks. Okay. So, the last thing we need is a cast. And how do we make an ingot cast? So we can do molten gold. Can we do that? It says we can only do that. Oh, casting table, casting basin. Yeah, that's fine. But we can make this in the porcelain. Good. Okay, so what we need then is we'll take some gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be plenty. We'll take the smeltery thingy. What's it? And we'll take 1 iron. And then what we can do here. We'll take out the grout because I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Put you like that. Well, that's broken that then. And then I'll put down my table, and I'll put down my faucet, which is on... okay, so you're full. So what I should be able to do is right-click with the porcelain melter in here, and then bloop. And that's going to... I wonder how much it uses. So it's going to use about half a tank, which actually works out super well for us, I think. Because then that'll take a little bit of time. And while we're waiting, I will... what we can do is put down iron ingot in there. Ooh. Yeah, boys. I think we're probably going to have a smeltery by the time we finish this. So this should give us our smeltery controller. If this thing will take any... Okay. So it gives us a melter, which is good. And then we should be able to put in the porcelain tank to here and fill you up with grout. Or fill you up with seared stone. And it should have enough. It'll be bloody close. Oh, it wasn't quite enough. Okay. Let's put in 2. That should cover me. Blub, blub, blub. It's very slow, but luckily it doesn't seem like it's used much lava at all, so that's good. So while you're going, I'll just leave you. I'll do a little lap. Hurdle. And then come back, and you should be done. Ah, close enough. Casting assistant side. Now, there's a weird mod, I tell you. It's like a gun that casts spells. Alright, just finish you off. There we go. Probably only needed the 1, yeah. And if I put in 3 gold into here as well, that'll slowly smelt down while you're doing that. Oh, ho, ho. How much grout have we got left? 17. So it actually, it's probably going to take quite a bit of grout to do this. But that's okay. So seared tank. Bam. So we have the seared tank now. Good. And once this gold is melted... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Okay, look, just get rid of you. There we go. So it can only hold one thing at a time. So molten gold is in there. Freaking pickaxe to break it. Brrr. Alright, and... Give me a pickaxe, give me... I don't have a pickaxe anywhere. Oh my god. Okay, so... Do I have anything to make a pickaxe out of? Anything at all? Wood, freaking porcelain. Didn't think that was going to work. Do I just actually not have anything? Stone? Can I just make it good? I can just make it out of regular stone. Whatever. See, this is why I want smelters. Smeltery. I wanted to build some decent tools so I don't have to have a billion tools lying around. Okay, so if we put the porcelain tank on that side, right, we should be able to pour the gold into this. It's going to take more than 3. No, it took 2. Beautiful. And then, boop, we have an ingot cast. So we'll just cast the last of this gold as an ingot. Bam. And then the beauty is we can chuck the grout in. So I'll put the hopper on the other side. We still need heaps of grout in here. Boop. And then grout. And then we'll be able to start smelting up the bricks that we need to make the controller, the seared bricks, the smeltery drain, and the faucet. I'll just double check this faucet. Let's have a look. What do we do? Okay, so we do have to pour seared stone onto a faucet. Blech. Okay, let's leave you to go for a little bit. And oh yeah, we've got you there and you there. I think that's the last I really need of the porcelain. Other than this porcelain faucet, which is just going to end up going in here. I'm going to have to break that, get rid of that. What else could I do? I can't really do it in any other way, can I? Just have to leave this set up until we get the smeltery done. Okay, so we should have 1 block and 2 ingots. Is that 1 block plus 2 ingots? Is that what it's saying? Okay, yeah. Okay, this is working well. Boo. So once I've got 4, I can do this, and I can make seared brick, which is another thing that we need for the smeltery, and then we can just keep on pouring. Yeah, this is working well. Beautiful. Look at that. Well on our way to making a Tinker's smeltery. 3 ingots. Okay, so 1 block is 4 ingots. All right, that makes sense. I think I need 6 for the controller. I know that much. 1 more, and we're out of the grout that we had. That's okay. 3 more ingots in there. If I just come up here, and then pretty sure it was a melter with this on either side. Yeah. Oh, that makes the drain. Oh. Okay, so maybe it's the melter with this around it. I'm so confused. Controller. Smeltery controller. Where are you? Smeltery controller. Ah, okay. I was pretty close. Pretty close. So, like that. Get a smeltery controller. So, what else do we need? Seared bricks. We need 2 seared bricks. Of course we do. Well, actually, I think this is the minimum that you need to make a smelter now. It used to be that you needed, like, a 3x3 base, so you needed 9, and then you needed a 3x4, so you needed, like, 20-something originally to make it. But now I think you can do, like, effectively a 1-block furnace. I think what I'll do is we'll get all the stuff that we need for this quest, and we'll get that done. And then we can just... how you doing? Coal coke, good. It's the only thing I'm short on in terms of this stuff. And then I will just sit off camera and I'll make heaps of this stuff and make a big smeltery at the start of the next episode. I know, I'm coming in here to put this in you to make my coke dust. Okay, you're going again. Not that I need you. Yep, Hoop knuckle. Yeah. So that's the difference in regular versions, these seared bricks. Oh, it does say you can just... Oh, you can redstone furnace it, okay, or you can cast it. You can just put it in a regular furnace in other versions of Minecraft, or other versions of modded Minecraft. Is there anything we need to cook while we're here? No. You're done? Luckily you're quick. So this should give some more. Boing, get a boing, get a boing. Okay, so sand, gravel, wherever the gravel is. Yep, sand, gravel, clay, and coke dust. Boop. Alright. So what I might do here is I'll knock this out, pick you up, because I'll just make this faucet, just get it out of the way. Go away, moldavite. Put you there. Put the grout in here. It's a good little thing we've got set up here, I think. I'll put that in there. Let's wait until some of this is... You know what? Go away. I really, really... Like, silent gems is just overall super annoying. Put you in there. So slow. Yes, let's open up this. What do we get? Whole heap of crap. Good. Don't need that. Bring it all back here. See, there's too much crap here. I've got heaps of experience in there. Heaps of this. What are you doing? You are... Because there's crap just loaded up in there. I need to... You know what we might do at some point is we might replace all of these with double drawers. They don't really need to hold 2048 of anything. Right. Is this stuff smelted yet? Come on. We'll get this quest finished and we'll call it an episode. Bloop. Recipe faucet. Beautiful. And then we can replace that. It takes a little bit of time. So we've got the smeltery controller. We've got enough seared bricks actually to make another one of those. That finishes that. So all that we need left, I think this is 6, and we've got the faucet. So we just need 6 more actually. So put you down here. You go by. Put you there. So we need 6 more ingots, and then we are done. What is in there? 2 ingots. 1. 2. 3. I've actually got 5. I don't know how bad I was counting that. Alright, and that should be enough to make the drain, which means it's enough to make the little baby smeltery. Because that should just be that and that. Bam. We have the smeltery completed. Boop. Brilliant. Next thing is the hot wood. So, let's just open up this to find out. Do we get anything? Another leaf blower. Magical. Alright guys, so we finally built the smelt, or we finally at least made the stuff for the smeltery, and in the next episode we'll actually properly build the stupid thing. Alright, thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next episode of Modern Skyblock 2.